Hi, my name's Orla. I'm a freshman at U of A, and I'm currently a business major. And this is my story of being a lifelong learner. So where am I from? So culturally, I'm all 100% British. My mom was born in England and my dad was born in Scotland, as you can see in these top two photos here. Um, my dad's like ride or die Scotland. So I just always kind of grew up with that sort of mentality to really like appreciate where you come from and like make that your identity and take pride in that identity. If you look to the picture at the right, that's me with my snowman when there was a big blizzard in Chicago. I lived there for the first 11 years of my life. And the photo next to that is a picture of the Chicago skyline that I took this summer. And at the age of 11, I moved to Arizona when my mom moved for work. So I have some pictures of the Grand Canyon down here, the pretty desert. That's me going through Zion National Park down at the bottom right. And then down at the very bottom right, that's me and my best friend from high school. I graduated from Arizona College Prep in 2022. Um, but yeah, basically spent half my life in Chicago, half my life in Arizona. And then I threw in a little picture in the bottom middle there of Oregon, because my family lives there. And it's just such a beautiful place. Um, so that's kind of like my background of where I was growing up. And then I also, where I'm from, like I have so many other different experiences that I like to like incorporate into who I perceive myself to be. So these are some photos from when I took my gap year. As soon as I graduated high school, I then took a gap year. The first 3 months were spent traveling Europe. So I have some photos kind of in the middle and all around of my backpacking excursions and like taking trains and visiting new spots. It was honestly so amazing and just allowed me to learn so much about myself and just like truly being independent and on your own for the first time out of high school. Especially being in like a foreign country, you're just figuring out everything through trial and error. And then after that, I went and lived in Breckenridge, Colorado, which you can see from the first photo with the snow. And then I got some photos of me going to work in the gondola with my morning coffee and a picture of my friends and I up at Vail on our day off. Um, but yeah, that's kind of like my background history. I think just kind of my identity with my family really allowed me to like grow and become a new person throughout this gap year. These experiences really taught me how to like live on my own for the first time and experience trial and error and making the most out of like failures that you do have. Um, but yeah, and it honestly, I feel like set me up really, really well for college. It kind of made me more independent, allowed my brain to take time off from academics, and just kind of taught me how to like persevere and meet new friends, make new friends at the U of A. Because when I was traveling, like you literally would just have to make friends wherever you went. Um, so yeah, I feel like this entire year of my gap year is kind of like where I'm from and kind of teaches me how to be the person that I am today. And was just kind of really a learning experience altogether, personality wise, and just like figuring out what I want from my academics here and what I hope to have in my future career. So where am I now? I'm in Tucson. I'm currently in a dorm right now. But now I just included some pictures here. This sunset photo was from my friend and I going on a drive the other night. I have Harville Building. And then I have a little picture of us down in the library because that's where we were the moment that I was making this presentation. Um, so that's where I'm from as of this moment. Um, but yeah, so far at the U of A, I've really just kind of learned to come back to like academic terms. I can't really just like frolic around and do my own thing. I need to get my degree. So here we are now. I'm currently a business major, but I might switch over into marketing. I'm not really quite sure what I want to do yet, but I also don't want to make any decisions that are too rash as I'm just a freshman in college right now. Um, so yeah, I'd really, really love to go into international business. I think that's something that I really want to study. and pursue after college. So I might also minor in international business and potentially marketing. Um, but yeah, so since I've been at the U of A, I feel like I've really gotten a strong suit of like being able to be myself again and find my friends. And the first couple months was kind of difficult just because I feel like everyone's in a really tough spot when they first move to college and navigating living on your own, living in a dorm, meeting people, balancing like academics and everything. That was kind of a struggle. But I've made some really, really awesome friends. I joined a sorority. I joined lots of different clubs. So I feel like since I've been here, I've really been able to like branch out into different areas and like truly settle down into one area again. Um, so yeah, those are kind of some strengths and weaknesses at the same time. Um, but yeah, some development of areas that need to emerge, probably just continue to branch out and meet new people. I kind of want to challenge myself with some more like academically challenging classes, just because I kind of feel like the workload wasn't really like anything too challenging for me this semester. Um, but yeah, and going into that, just like what I could study in the future with like certain general education classes. Um, I really, really enjoy like the humanist and like social sciences perspectives. Just because if I'm wanting to go into international business, I think it's really important to understand people and the world from those areas of outlook. And one thing that I'm kind of like the perspective I'm struggling with is probably the artist, just because I love art and I love music and all that kind of stuff, but just my brain isn't really wired in the way that thinks naturally in an artistic way. So yeah, to enhance my major, I'd really, really enjoy to put myself out there more in like the Eller field. So I want to go out and network, meet people, take some more classes that are more based in business and marketing and not just kind of like random classes. But it's also great to have random classes because you can just kind of explore things you not wouldn't necessarily enjoy in the first place. But yeah, that's where I'm at now. And yeah, so where do I see myself going? So with my degree from the University of Arizona, since I took my gap year and I was traveling, I like completely fell in love with traveling. So I'm really, really hoping to do that once I graduate. I might potentially take another gap year after I graduate and just kind of go explore. But I think the main goal is for me to be able to do something internationally and work remotely and travel to a bunch of different places while also having like a good career and stable source of income. So yeah, that's immediately after college. 5 years from now, honestly, I would love to have a stable job in a city. I've always dreamed of like living in London or Chicago or New York. So hopefully I have a good job with a stable income. Um, but yeah, the main goal for the next like 5 years after college is honestly just to do as much as I can while I'm young. So travel, make money, meet people, make friends, all that kind of stuff. Um, so those are my main milestone goals. I don't really see marriage or getting a dog in that future of 5 years. Um, but yeah, career wise, I think I just really want to do something with international business. I'd love to work remotely or have something that just allows me to work flexibly and travel at the same time. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I could see myself potentially going back to school after I'm a few years out of college because I could get my master's in business. That might set me up a little bit more well um, in the career world. But yeah, honestly, after graduating college, I just really love to learn about all these different cultures, learn about people, um, just see everything because that's the goal in life. But yeah, especially like pertaining to the Wonder Journal, one of my wonders was how do like professional environments, what does it look like to have a corporate job if we're sitting at a 9 to 5 desk? Like how does that relate to how other cultures participate in like a work environment? So that'd be interesting to see, especially if I'm traveling and working around the world. So yeah, that's my story of a lifelong learner. Hope you've enjoyed, and thanks so much.